Hi guys, you were extremely helpful on the last video in the comments, and I really appreciate it. There was a lot of helpful feedback, and I think I just want to put out an alternative interpretation for 522, which a lot of you have commented could be 5 a.m. at 11:11, so 5 a.m. on the 11th of November. Now, I went looking for corresponding information. Obviously, a lot of the information I covered in the last video basically covers that whole topic, but looked at it as 522. So all the information in the last video just consider as 5 a.m. 11:11. In this video, I just wanted to quickly update again, just to quickly show for anyone who's watching this video before they've watched the last one, the tally marks on the wall, 5 and then what looks like 11:11. So I think that's a pretty good, solid interpretation for that. It may not be correct, but it's a solid interpretation. Even the way her arms are, one up, that could be at 12, one down here, that could be at 5. Again, possible reference to 5 a.m. through the old lady's body. Same again, 5, 11, 11, and the V on Obama's forehead. As I said, V, Roman numeral for 5, V 22nd of the alphabet, 2 and 2 being 11, 11, and if that's the case, then 11:11, I believe 5 a.m. If that's the reference, it would be the East Coast reference, which just counting in time zones would make it 2 a.m. on the West Coast and 11 p.m. On the 10th of November in Hawaii, as we believe that there's a whole chain of events from Hawaii right through to the West Coast, the East Coast, even the UK included, Middle East, and it spirals out from there. Went looking for correspondence in terms of time and date with the Kilauea Volcano, and as I said before, one seed, so 11, no seed, and one seed. I'm counting that as 11:10, November the 10th. And if we're looking at 5 a.m. on November the 11th on the West Coast, as I said, that'll be 11 p.m. on November the 10th in Hawaii, and we may have a reference to 11 just here on the leaf above the apple. So maybe a reference to 11 p.m. On the 10th of November. Then follow on from that, we go to Obama's forehead, showing us 11/11, Memorial Day, Armistice Day, the date World War One ended. As I said before, could be the day that World War Three begins. That's the case. 11/11. We come outside the classroom. We'll just take outside the classroom this way. And again, the time reference. If it's 5 a.m. on the East Coast, it will be 2 a.m. on the West Coast. Then again, that seems to be what we have here on the clock with the slight indentation at this point. If you haven't seen this video before, maybe I can get a little bit closer. Okay, so you might be able to see a small indentation there. I'll try and zoom in even further. So it helps if you look at the rest of the clock. You can see that it's all smooth until you get to this point. There is a slight disturbance here, and that appears to be an indentation at the 2 o'clock mark. So again, time-wise, it seems to flow 5 a.m. East Coast, 2 a.m. West Coast, 11 p.m. Hawaii, and well, we'll see if anything happens, and I really do hope nothing happens, because obviously we've been covering this topic for, I started in 2017, some people started even before that, and it's been a long, long road. You know, and the events that we're talking about here are life-ending events: large tsunamis, massive volcanic eruptions, nuclear detonations, massive earthquakes, EMPs, leaving people without electricity and communication. Just a lot of devastation. And I read in the comments, and I'm not chastising anybody, but I read in the comments a lot of people saying, they can't wait for, Jesus to return, and I get that. And I've said it before, I really do get that. Don't think that I don't want Jesus to return, I really do, but you have to consider the things that mankind has to go through in order to get to that point. And it's not something that is, joyful. Obviously, the end, at the very end, will be joyful, but to get there is going to be a very hard road. So, just keep that in your thoughts at the same time, and try and temper the excitement, because, the times before that is not going to be exciting at all. So, you guys, I think that's all I really wanted to just reiterate. just to cover that topic again, just to give a different perspective on it. 5 a.m. November the 11th. Obviously, we've still got the 522 reference. It could be that it's November the 11th at 5:22. They may not do it exactly at 5 a.m., but we'll just keep those references in mind. Obviously, we're within 24 hours of the time I'm talking about, so it's not really that long to wait. I know a lot of us are going to be on edge looking at this particular time frame, just because there is so much going on right now that anything could just happen. So keep your eyes open, stay prayerful. You know, grab your Bible. From what I've experienced from watching YouTube videos and like news coverage, whenever there's something devastating, like a large fire or something happens, the Bible always ends up surviving somehow. So not always, but from everything that I've seen, I've never seen the Bible destroyed once in all of these stories of terrible things happening, like houses burning down and people's Bibles, survived that. So I'd say, grab your Bible. If there's any one thing that you're going to grab, that's the most important thing you probably need to, study the Word of the Lord, even in the hard times, give you strength, support, and understanding. So you guys have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and may the Heavenly Father bless you.